All right, so welcome to another video. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and check out Shopify and is it dead? It's kind of crashing down below 500 right now, so we're going to go ahead and check that out. So as we do that, remember, not a recommendation, buy, sell, or trade, just an idea and opinion. You can also grab some of those ideas and opinions on our Discord channel. Just go ahead. This link's going to be in the description. There's a chat room, some charts I post. You can also ask some general questions in there as well. And don't forget to check out the website. I've got a lot of live classes here that I do periodically and some other cool stuff that you could check out as well. All right, let's take a look at Shopify. This stock, if we just look at the overall chart and we look at just kind of the projections here, the stock has been running really well here with some support. And it just continues to kind of hold up on this trend. And if I look at this channel, you see it's been doing quite well. However, now the problem is we've got this nice, nasty breakdown. So this stock is crashing and pulling back. We were near the $2,000 level right there. And then that stock is just breaking down right there with volume picking up, along with a lot of the other NASDAQs, of course. So that also has a bit of a trouble that continues to fuel this. So as we go into kind of the weekly, you can see we were holding. And then later we've got this selling pressure where the stock just started to roll over and then got under 1,000, continues to pull back. We've got a little snap or pop around the 500. There's a lot of people that thought it could hold this psychological level right here. And once we were holding this level right here, the stock kind of rejected back at that $800 level. And now it's getting back under that $500 price level. So this is a problem, and you've got this lower highs that are being created. Lower highs are not a good thing. So we're just continuing on this lower highs trend. And now that we're breaking down right here past the support level, that's not looking good. So how far down can we go? Well, keep in mind, we do have earnings right here that's coming up. This is on 5/5. There is earnings. So that should, give some kind of news or context to the stock. It doesn't mean it won't go lower. It just means it will get some insight after that. But the 500 is a serious level right here because we also have a swing point that's not too far off from there, which was previous support. So I think one of the next big stops is probably around 300. This is where you'll see like some of these support levels right here in the past in 2019 and 2020. There's a lot of people playing around those areas. So you could see, we've got some support at that 300 level. And that's where I think it can kind of go into that zone. Yes, there are a few others right before that. But right now the energy is just so strong to the downside. I think it'll probably break through that. So that other level is about 420, 415. But below that is now looking at 300. So that's kind of what I'm looking at in the stock. The energy is kind of negative. Where would I start changing my context on this? I would say, if you look at this just descending trend right here, and then you start drawing a couple more trend lines, so you're just constantly drawing trend lines to see like, hey, how does it fan out? How does it span out? So drawing a few different trend lines. What I would say is once we start crossing back above that fan line kind of here and start going this way, that's what I would look at. But right now we're breaking below this. It doesn't look good. So I need it to cross that one fan, then a second fan, and then I would say, hey, things could be looking okay. The other thing you could watch is also looking at a moving average right here, how it's trending down. When this moving average actually starts moving to the upside, and it might be a little bit lower. So this is the 89. You could use 144 days, whatever you want is just a longer term moving average. Once that starts turning the other way, that also could signify a little bit of a change. Until then, the shorter term is kind of down. Then you see it went sideways. So the shorter term is a little bit less reliable for that kind of move. So if we're going downward, if we keep going downward, then we'll start going sideways, and then we get that move up. That's kind of what I'd be watching for when we'd get that turnaround. But until then, you just don't know. Even similar stocks like DKNG, it just continues to go lower right here where it was playing around this $20 level. And the stock just continues to get clobbered, just like many other stocks. If we look at, stuff like CRM, again, just toast down another $5. And these things just continue to roll over. You look at Facebook just now tanking, and people are now starting to panic sell with a lot of volume there coming in. So anyways, be a little bit careful here in these kinds of conditions. There's a lot of stocks that are toast, Shopify including. It's going to take some time for the energy to rebuild, for people to kind of mentally digest this process, and definitely a good time for the shorts and for downside moves, because they are the ones that are hedging positions or making money on these cases. Other than that, people are dumping to be more liquid and getting into cash to return on, not on their money, but return of their money. So anyways, hope that helps. Thanks for joining me. Hope you appreciate the quick analysis here. Enjoy the rest of the weekend ahead, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.